ass motherfuckers. It's the All on Me, the morning drinking show. I'm your host, Greg. Getting back on this motherfucker once again. Once again. We get back on this. This time from what? The A to the Z, motherfuckers. Coming to you live from A to the Z. You guys got your A to Z's done? You got everything handled, don't you? In this life. You got it all figured out, you adults. I get it. How you motherfuckers doing out there? How's life treating you this morning? How is life treating you? Tell you what, in my world, life don't always treat me the way I want it to, right? And that's why I put so much emphasis on putting in that work, getting the mind right, motherfuckers. Getting the mind right, because life ain't just gonna say, oh, you so and so, no problem. We're gonna make it easy for you. Nah, an easy life is actually a hard life. When you're willing to take on the challenges, right, of life, right, that's when you become successful. That's when you actually grow and expand into the greatest version of yourself. I'm coming to you live in a parking lot out here, Scottsdale, Arizona, right? Where we talking about health today. Health, right? I am a health coach, but I started to really lean into helping people transform their lives. And it's incredible because, see, here's the powerful thing. As I started transforming my life, right, other people started coming to me saying, hey, man, how'd you do this? And then I started helping other people transform their lives, and people are coming to them saying, man, how'd you do this? What is the secret? What's the recipe? I want a piece of that. It's contagious, motherfuckers. Do you realize this? That negativity is contagious, just like positivity is contagious, right? You tell me your friends and I'll tell you the type of person you are. There's no exception to that. Do you realize this? There's no exception to show me your friends and I'll tell you the type of person you are. You're not an exception to the rule. I wasn't an exception to the rule. When I was getting myself caught up in the bullshit, you saw the people around me, guess what? A bunch of miserable, drunk motherfuckers, right? Now I'm surrounded today by thousands of people that are out there making a difference in the lives of others, right? Because we truly do value in 2023 that your health is your wealth. And I know what that means from such a deep place, right? I am someone that in my 20s, I came up quick. I was making incredible amount of monies in my 20s, running a business, stacking cash, buying investment properties. I was 24 and I probably had over 1.2 million in investment properties. As I just see 333, because we on alignment today. We talking that real life shit. And yet, guess what? The economy fell right off the motherfucking cliff, and all my self-esteem, all my self-worth went right down the fucking cliff with it. I chalked that shit up as a real loss. And I went from really being healthy mind, healthy body, healthy spirit to like I went into a real deep, dark place of depression for a number of years. And it really took me understanding that failures don't make you a failure. That failure is a part of success. And it's so crazy how many years I allowed for failure to define me. I think even when I was holding this shit, I'm like, fuck, I'm a failure. I have failed. I can tell you that actually motivated me to become a better man, a better human, is to say, you know what? I have failed. I'm not ready to give up. I'm not going to tap out. I'm not going to delete myself, right? I'm going to face life on life's terms, and I'm going to turn this fucking place. I'm going to turn this ship around, right? Because I know what it is to hit that rock bottom, motherfuckers. And I talk about this shit every single time I get on here, hitting rock bottom. That's real vulnerability. Ain't nobody perfect in this world, but the thing is we all perfectly fucked up. And we afraid of the real shit. We're afraid of the shadow side of us, right? Because we all want to be a bunch of little goody good goods. We only want people to see the best part of who we are. And that's not sustainable because it's not real, right? When you start to try and put on this front, like somehow everything's good, everything's going to be just fine, and it's not. When you suffering mentally, emotionally, right, spiritually and physically. And that's why I truly believe the greatest wealth that we could have in 2023 is a healthy mind, healthy emotions, healthy spirit, and healthy bodies. And I know too many motherfuckers, it's all spiritual, right? And you so heavenly good, you're no earthly good. You're so heavenly minded, you're no earthly good. When the work is here, the work is on this earth. I met with some friends this week, and there's an old buddy of mine, Army veteran, right? A warrior of warriors. And usually me and him just meet for the coffee, but for the universe's decision, his wife came along and had breakfast with us. And we had an amazing conversation, right? About life, about the universe, about God, about creation, about health, all these amazing topics. And she actually had told me, this was earlier this week, she told me, hey, put a reminder in your phone that on March 3rd, right, that you really need to spend time visualizing the new earth. And it was funny this morning. It's not funny. It's amazing this morning. Is that I woke up about 4:17, and the night before I had hesitated booking a 5:30 hot power flow yoga class because I just wasn't sure if I was gonna have that focus and that mindset, or if I was gonna be dragging ass. And I said, if I wake up earlier than my alarm goes off, then I'll go to the class. So guess what? 5:30 went to hot power flow yoga, and it was an incredible session. And then when I'm walking out, I get this reminder that says New Earth Vision. And I do believe that there's something happening on this earth because I can't quite understand how much worse things can get. Like they can get a lot more worse, but the systems aren't going to change. Politicians aren't going to start advocating for you and being honest and quit, stop the greed and stop the overspending and all this other bullshit that just tears us apart and divides us, right? These systems are not going to improve. And so it's up to you, right? To invest in you, to invest in your mind, to invest in your body, to invest in your mental health, to invest in the things that bring you the most joy. And far too long, too many people, it's like, what brings you joy? Is it food? Right? Are you excited because it's the end of the week? Right? Is the thing that brings you the most joy like the fact that this is the last work day that you got this week, and then what? You get to fuck off and have drinks, right? It's crazy how shallow we are about being disciplined, right? You think about people when you're scrolling through social media, how many people, this food porn thing, I can't say I've ever done it. Posted the food porn. Do you post the food porn? Like, who the fuck gives a fuck what the hell someone else is eating? Like, if it's not healthy. But it's like this overindulgence. Here's my steak on a fucking paper plate. Right? That shit's ghetto as fuck. Let's be honest. Steak and lobster on paper plates is ghetto as a motherfucker. Right? But we think that that's luxury. We think that that's like bragging. You got bragging rights because you're eating steak and lobster on paper plates. This shit is crazy what we think is exciting for other people and even for ourselves, right? And back 100 years ago, obesity was a sign of wealth because it said that you had access, right, to delicacies. So most people during the Great Depression, all that, they were skinny as fuck because they were broke as fuck. They couldn't afford shit other than some bread, some rice, some beans. And it wasn't until they came out with what, probably microwaves, right? Where you could start nuking shit, processed food, fast food, right? That everybody started overeating, getting all fat and nasty. And yet it's no longer a sign of wealth because the wealthier people out there, right, have time for exercise, have time to actually have a private chef that probably maintains, right, the caloric intake and the quality of the food. And that's true. I remember during COVID, I can tell you during COVID, when I'd go drive up, you guys remember when they had the big ass lines outside the grocery stores? Well, here's what was crazy is I would drive up to like a normal grocery store, a Smith's, Albertsons, and there was a fucking line down the damn road, man, to get in there. Because they only let so many people in. You got to stand out there. And here's the crazy thing. I would go right across the fucking street to Whole Foods or Sprouts, right? And there ain't no line. So I had like this whole revelation. Holy shit. Food is a fucking financial separator because broke people got to go to Albertsons. But you're going to pay a little more for a little higher quality produce, little higher quality ingredients across the street, and there ain't no line. So it's crazy, right? The dividing factor of how your health is attached to what you're putting in your mouth, what you're putting in your mind, right? And how much time you're willing to actually spend to figure out what you're putting in your mind and what you're putting in your mouth and how it's not doing you no good, right? Being healthy physically, nutritionally, it's not suffering. All these crash fat diets, man, it's all bullshit, right? And that's what you want. You want instant. Most of y'all are just sitting around waiting for there to be a pill, right? That just puts you back 20 years, nice slim body. And it's like, that don't work. There's no way that that's going to fucking work. Because if you don't change your habits and your mindset, you're going right back to where you came from. That's how the universe works, right? I'm so proud of my bro, right? One of my main clients right now, he's just crushing it on this program, right? No exercise, no meal prep, right? He's just sticking to the program. And he's learning some new habits for health, right? Strengthening the mind, changing the habits, right? And eventually we are going to start getting to a place where he can start creating more habits for what? Being more active, exercising. But again, everybody wants that quick fix. And in life, there's something to be said that it's one thing to be patient, it's another to be complacent. A lot of y'all is complacent, right? Let's face it. Someone gives you an opportunity, something comes up, and right away you're like, I don't want to try that. You talk yourself out of everything, right? You'll try and figure out a way to not do the things that are meant for you. And that's a tragedy in this world. Whether you think there's going to be a new world, whether you think there's going to be a rapture, whether you think there's just going to be Armageddon or a total collapse and a revolution across the world, who knows, man? There's something's brewing, right? And I truly believe that there's a wake-up call right now to every motherfucker out there with a beating heart, right? An able body to switch up, right? To do a cleansing, a true cleansing, not this fucking juice cleanse, not some bullshit, right? That's bullshit to me. Juice cleanse, okay, great. 1 week and then you feel good about yourself for the rest of the fucking summer, just slamming all the bullshit. That's not what this is about. Cleansing and staying clean by changing up your habits, by changing up your thoughts, by changing up your talk, by changing up the circle of influence you have in your life. Because I'm telling you, show me your friends and I'll tell you the type of person you are. If you're around a bunch of naysayers, guess what? You're the other naysayer in the group. You around a bunch of negative motherfuckers, always complaining about politics. Politics, man. Who's still playing politics in 23? It freaks me out when I see motherfuckers advocating for all these political issues. These political fucking losers, man. They're losers. They're not going to solve any of our problems. And even if you were to become the politician, guess what? You wouldn't solve the problems either. You would say, hey, I'm passionate about this, but most of y'all will sell the fuck out. Trust me, I've been there. I tried politics twice. There was nothing but compromise, and more compromise every day coming at you, right? And very few people have the integrity to truly do what's best for people, for humanity. You can't do it within a system that exists on this earth right now. No, you will not convince me otherwise, right? You may be a little tiny change, but it's not going to be systematic change, right? Maybe in a little pocket of this community or a little pocket of that community, you can make an impact. And maybe that's good enough for you, right? But at the end of the day, are you truly making an impact in your own life? Is your life a reflection, right, of your highest calling, of you truly doing your best, being your best every single day with gratitude? And that don't mean everything's perfect. Ain't nobody saying life's going to be perfect when you start journaling. Ain't nobody saying your life's going to be perfect, right, when you start eating healthier. Start changing up your thoughts. Start becoming a more active person. Getting a new circle of friends. No one's saying that that's what it's going to be. It's not. I say it almost gets a little more challenging. But as you start on that journey, guess what? You strengthen yourself to be able to handle more challenge, more adversity, and it don't wreck you. Like right now, a lot of you just get a little bit of challenge, and it wrecks you because you can't go big picture, big picture. There's a big picture out there about the importance of what life really is, the gift that life really is. Big picture, motherfuckers. But what? You get caught down on what? Bullshit, right? Who's playing what? Who missed who lost, right? Who won? And you ain't even worried about your own wins and losses because you're worried about everyone else. What are they doing to win? And it's all distraction. And so I'm grateful to be where I'm at right now. That doesn't mean my life's perfect. That doesn't mean that I don't have a great amount of adversity, of challenge within my life. But it does mean that every single day I'm going to continue to embrace life, the fullness of life, and just have gratitude, man. Gratitude, right? I've had a emotionally challenging last couple of days, like breakdown shit. Just still cleansing my aura, cleansing my fucking energy, right? Just cleansing and purging the things inside of me. And that shit can really mess you up. But I know it's a part of the healing process. And I'm grateful for the amount of alignment that I have in my life right now. Any of y'all ever get into the alignment stuff? 111s, 222s, 333s, 444, 55. It's like it is coming at me so hard right now. And then there's even these other things. I can't even start to explain it on this show, right? My therapist thinks I'm crazy. Someone told me you need a new therapist. I'm like, nah, I just think she has my best interest, but I'm seeing things, you know, that I can't even put into words. Does that make sense? There's things that I see in terms of alignment, in terms of just the mystery of all of this creation, man, of life. And it gives me these messages, and I can't even put in words. Because even if I tried, it wouldn't speak the same as what I'm receiving as a being doing life and doing it at the fullest. And I just want to sit here and encourage you guys, challenge you motherfuckers, right? To open yourself up to some new possibilities, to some new habits, right? That don't mean it's all going to be easy. But if you're willing to open yourself up to something new, guess what? New things start to happen. And that's a beautiful thing. And right now is the perfect time to start planning some new things, right? To start believing in some new things, even if they seem impossible. I think the more impossible something is, that's almost the best challenge to take on. Because if everything was just instant and easy, man, we'd be some bored motherfuckers. Oh, wait, most of y'all are some bored motherfuckers because everything you're doing is supposed to be instant, right? Instant TV, right? And easy. You ain't got to do nothing. You just sit there and watch, just veg out. So you are bored, right? Because anything outside of that boredom, right, means that you got to go put in the work. And you're so tired of putting in the work, whatever that looks like, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. You're so tired of that shit that to think putting in work on your own time, no, that's supposed to be resting and relaxation. It's like, nah, man, no, 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 no. That's a poverty mindset, right? If you want to change, you have to turn, right, your 5 to 9. Did you hear that? Not your 9 to 5. The 9 to 5, man, that's just barely even paying the fucking bills. You guys know this shit. And it's leaving you drained. So you need to start putting in more effort, more energy, more focus, more discipline, more development into your 5 to 9. Did you hear that? The 5 to 9, the after work, the before work. Because that's where the magic happens. That's where you truly have an opportunity to create the life that truly satisfies your soul. You understand these things? We all want to be at peace with our soul. We all want to be at peace, knowing that we have a purpose, that we're making a difference in this world. And it takes a lot of faith and courage to get to that place, especially if you've been living a complacent, mediocre fucking life, right? You've been just complacent. You just felt like, I got to settle, man. This is the hand I'm dealt. This is what it is. It is what it is, right? I got to be a parent, right? I got to go to this shitty job. And it's like, man, that is not what this life is, right? When you see people living their best life, living this dream fucking life, they're not different than you. They're not better than you. They just believe in themselves more and believe in their dreams more than you do right now. And all you got to do is start switching up that mindset and start believing and start doing new fucking things. Quit sitting on the sidelines watching other motherfuckers work. There's nothing about this life that says that's an amazing thing that you're doing, sitting around watching other motherfuckers work, whether it's watching a drama, a TV show, or sports, whatever it is. There's nothing that builds you up about doing that. It's when you start living life and doing the things you love, allowing your heart to get into something that you really start to have some excitement about. I wasn't doing yoga. Well, I just had probably started about a year ago, right? And it was something that was in the back of my mind. It was something I was a total asshole about. Yoga, you know. It was a joke. It was a total joke. Yoga, right? I'm a lifter. I'm a hiker. Yoga, that's a joke. But something told me, just try it, man. Just fucking try it. The thing that you think's a joke, go try it, right? So that you can at least say, you know what, I was right. It's not for me. But don't just do it one and done, right? I tried it. I felt like an idiot, but I said, this is good. This is really good stretching and stuff. The breathing feels good. I came out of that first session, felt more calm, felt more at peace. And I just kept leaning into it to where now, even when I'm on the road, I like going and clearing the energy, clearing stuff. There's something very clearing about it. There's something very spiritual about it. The breath work is incredible. That's our life, right? And then just all the stretching and opening and expanding into new possibilities, new beliefs. And so it's a part of who I am now. And that was just in 1 year of trying something new and seeing it through, giving myself a chance to be a failure, to be a beginner, right? And yet still learning along the way. So I challenge you this year. I challenge you right now. Right? When are you going to start looking at your health as being your wealth? If you feel like a broke motherfucker, trust me. Go strip down in that birthday suit and tell me how proud you are to see yourself naked in front of a mirror. Right? Especially from a physical standpoint. And that's not trying to shame you. I know what it is to let my shit go. But I also know what it is to turn everything around. And I also know what it is to see other people turning it around and now inspiring other motherfuckers to turn it around. Right? Knowing that it's all bullshit. It's all lies. If you don't think that you can truly turn your life around, you can. And now is when you do it. Now is when you start. And sometimes you need someone to help you along the way. I'm going to get back to my life. I hope that you make the most out of yours today. Today, motherfuckers. Make the most out of your life. Knowing that your health is absolutely your wealth. Because you know the drill. Results kill excuses. It's all on me, Greg Zow.